Hello, everyone, and welcome to Maritime Sports Cards. This is break number 9. Tonight, we will be breaking 3 boxes of 2023-24 Series 2 and 1 box of the recently released 23-24 SP Game Used. Certainly welcome everybody here. Say hello in chat if you get a moment. Like to see who's watching. I see we've got Roger and Casey. Thanks for joining us. See a few more that are watching, haven't commented yet. That's totally cool. So like I've been doing in the past few breaks, there is no Chicago. So there's only 31 spots that were available for tonight's break. We will have Chicago cards, all Chicago cards, randomized at the end of the break. So everybody in the break has a shot at Chicago cards. Hopefully we land at least one Bedard, possibly more, which gives everyone an equal opportunity. So hopefully you guys are enjoying that format. If you are, please make sure that you comment about it, give me feedback, see if you want to proceed with this or do something different. A reminder, next week I am out of town. I will not be doing a break next Thursday. So I'm taking next Thursday off, but I will be back on the 25th with a break, a 5-box break. Actually, it's up on the website live now. You can purchase a spot in that if you so choose. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. So we're going to start with Series 2. I haven't decided if we're going to wait right to the end for the SP game used, or maybe we'll work that in the middle somehow. But I will set this aside for just a moment. Let's start with this box here tonight. All right, so before we dive in here, I do need to randomize the teams and who is allotted to which team. So just give me one sec here while I go over to the randomization screen. And what we'll do here is I'm going to randomize the list of participants 3 times, and then I will randomize the list of teams 3 times, match them up, put them into a graphic, and then we can show those up on the screen. So 1 second there. Okay, so I'm going to randomize a list here. I will start with the list of participants. Again, I'm going to do that 3 times. We've got 1, 2, and 3 times. You can see that right down at the bottom. It's been randomized 3 times. I'm going to do the same thing here with the list of teams. And we see there 3 times it's been randomized. I'm just going to go AFK 1 second here while I match all this up, put it into a graphic. So I will be right back. All right, so there we have a list of teams. You can take a quick look there, study it up, see who you ended up with. And we'll dive right in. Good luck, everyone, on the break tonight. Hopefully you get some decent cards. So if you haven't already done so, certainly appreciate a like or subscribe on the YouTube channel here. That certainly helps with the algorithm, points a few more people in our direction, which allows the breaks to continue. Doesn't cost you a thing. So if you're enjoying the breaks and the content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button or hit a like button. Okay, let's dive right in. We do have a couple of new people to the break here tonight. As usual, I will start off on the very first pack, going through the contents of the pack, so the base and what you can expect in the pack, and then after that we will go a little bit quicker through each one. There are 12 cards per pack, and in each pack you should expect 3 hits. Again, we do not ship out any of the base cards. We only ship out any of the hit cards or insert cards. The base cards, typically put those together in bundles, and when I'm at card shows, I hand those out to kids. So lots of fun for them. It lights them up, and after all, isn't that what it's all about? I was actually deeply saddened. I was at a card shop. I was in some travels here with some work, and I stopped into a card shop that I'd never been to before, and a presumably mother and son came in. Son was all excited looking at all the different cards, and he asked, if there was any Connor Bedard cards, to which the shopkeeper said, yes, I do have a few, but they're starting at, I think they were $20-25. That was the CHL cards. The kid kind of groaned a little bit and said, oh, well, how much are the ones when he's in his jersey? And they were starting at about $65-70. Of course, that's the marquee rookie from the OPC set. And of course, the parents like, well, that's too much. We can't afford that for a card. And that's a shame, because I remember growing up, you could get a Wayne Gretzky card. You could get some of your favorite players, and it wasn't out of reach. And at the moment, it is way out of reach for kids. So not what we want to see out of the hobby, and hopefully that will right itself at some point. Hard to say, but anyway, I digress. Here we are here with our base cards. So this is the typical flagship product. Got a bunch of base cards here, and then as we get to the center, we're going to have our first insert card. This is the Ecliptic. This one is the Sparkle version of Austin Matthews. And we have, what do we have here? We have a canvas. And then we have a Superstar Honor Roll. So those are the 3 cards that we'll see in the front, in each pack, pardon me, and then just followed by base cards. So again, these are the cards that we ship out to those that are participating. Base cards we do not. We give those away to kids at card shows. All right, so next packs will go a little bit quicker here. Okay, so we'll go through our base, and we have a player character, a Deep Roots card, and an honor roll. All right, we got a nice PC sparkle here of Jack Hughes. Another canvas here, Joe Pavelski. And honor roll. Dazzler. Ecliptic. And our very first Young Gun. Congrats to Florida. Let's put that in a sleeve here. 1 second. So as first of the 6 Young Guns we should expect from a hobby box. Have seen some canvas Young Guns inserted, or some other Young Guns that can be in there, but we should see at least 6. There's an Instinctive. These are our goalie inserts. We have another Young Gun here of Pittsburgh. Congrats to Pittsburgh. And just in behind. And we have another canvas. Okay, let me just get this Young Gun in a sleeve. And that was that Young Gun there. Or not Young Gun, pardon me, canvas. Ecliptic of Ovechkin. Deep Roots. And another young gun here for Vancouver. Congrats to Vancouver. That's 3 of our 6 young guns, half of our young guns. First director of boards. These are for our hitters, checkers, tough guys. Bobby McMahon, congrats to Toronto. That's a nice young gun. He's been playing quite well, especially considering he's an older rookie. And we got a John Beecher. That's a Boston young gun. Congrats to Boston. And that canvas will not count towards the young gun count within the box. So looks like we may get 7 potential young guns here. Set that one aside. And for those that have been following along, maybe not so much in my personal rips that I just do of my own, this guy follows me like no tomorrow. I think I've got probably about 15 of his young guns. I think I have 4 of these canvas ones. I just seem to always land John Beecher. I guess not a terrible one to have, but interesting how that happens. I'm sure you all have something similar where there's just a player that you seem to pull more often than others, and I don't know how to explain it, but that's just the way it is. We got an instinctive. Ooh, got a clear cut. Congrats to St. Louis. We had a clear cut and then an honor roll right behind it. Jordan Kyrou. See how it's clear. Put that in the sleeve. And then the honor roll in behind. We got 4 packs left in this box. Still 2 young guns to go. Here, monster season. Director boards. Looks like we have a portrait coming up next. Trevor Zegras. Character, the Deep Roots, portrait, Cale Makar. That means these last 2 packs should have a young gun in each one. Kind of like when it comes down to the last pack. And we got a Silver Outburst coming as well. Player character. Connor Zary, congrats to Calgary. And who's our outburst? Not a rookie, but still an outburst nonetheless. Congrats to Seattle. Get those sleeved up. Last pack, last young gun. Good luck, everyone. Let's hope it's the man. Ooh, we got a purple Deep Roots. Congrats to Detroit. So that's a parallel of the Deep Roots cards. A little bit more rare. Haven't seen too many of them myself personally when I've been opening up the boxes or doing the breaks. So I don't have the odds directly in front of me, but it has to be pretty decent odds. We got an Instinctive. And our last young gun is not Connor, but still a young gun nonetheless. Congrats to Columbus. Get that all sleeved up along with that Deep Roots. And it looks like, unfortunately, if you look at the top of that card, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, it looks like a small little ding right there. I love Upper Deck quality control. Even the bottom looks a little, maybe. All right, so what do we get? Is there no Chicago cards on any of those inserts? That would be bizarre. That's not. Hold on. Those are base cards. All right. Just want to make sure because all Chicago cards are going to be randomized at the end here. Just want to make sure I didn't miss any. I don't think I did. That would be bizarre. I would say this is probably the first box where I've not seen a Chicago player on any insert card of any kind. Interesting. All right, so not too bad there. We've got our 6 young guns, of course. We got Columbus, Calgary, Vancouver, Pittsburgh, Florida, Toronto, and then we got the bonus here, the Canvas Young Gun. That goes to Boston. So all the Young Guns to different teams, which is really cool. Everybody in the break here had a good shot at a Young Gun. Got a Silver Outburst for Seattle. Clear Cut for St. Louis. And a purple Deep Roots for Detroit. Set those aside over, put them over this way a bit. We'll dive into our second box here. Tonight I will be at some point throughout the break. I'll give you guys a code word. If you guys repeat that code word into the chat, you'll be entered into a draw for a spot in our next break, which is again not happening next Thursday because I'm away, but on the 25th. So all you have to do to participate is be watching. You don't have to be a participant in the break, but if you're watching live here on YouTube and you enter in a comment, and again, I'll tell you what that code word is a little bit later on in the break. If you enter that word in, you will be eligible to win a free spot in the next break. All right, into box number 2. Mix the packs up a little bit. Here we go. You're starting off with an Ecliptic Sparkle, have a Canvas, Horvat, and Honor Roll. Director Boards, Deep Roots, and an Honor Roll. I just noticed all the overhead lights are on, so I have a little bit of a glare here. I might pop up just before we do the next box and turn that one off, so it's a little bit clearer. Oh, I turn off that team list. Hold on. There we go. The Deep Roots purple version under our card cam for right now until we get something a little bit better. We got a PC of Hughes, first young gun of Luke Phillip, Chicago. So that one will get randomized at the end of the break. And Trevor Moore. Hold on, I think I missed a card. missed an insert. One sec. We got Jack Hughes. Where's the rest of that pack? Hold on. Aha! Missed a deluxe. Congrats to Philly. So this is the deluxe parallel. It's the blue, little teal color there. It says deluxe on the card. Much more rare version of just the regular. It's a base card that just says deluxe on it. So congrats to Philly. Get that and the Young Gun sleeved up here. One second. A decent player too. And whenever there's the deluxe, you can bank on about 3 times the value of the card or more. Ecliptic, Deep Roots, and Young Gun of Mason Lowry. Boston. Good luck to Boston. It's 2 Young Guns. Sidney Crosby player character. Ooh, another clear cut. Congrats to Columbus. Oh, and we got a gritty. Very cool. That's one of the most desirable portrait cards, besides maybe Bedard. So that's a cool one to get. That's going out to Philly. Get those ones sleeved up. That's a nice hit. So not only is it a clear cut, it's a clear cut Young Gun. Didn't notice that at first. So congrats there to Columbus. I'll put that up there. That's certainly a pretty cool looking card. And let's put Grady on the card cam. Don't know if they're going to make the playoffs. Director of Boards. Canvas here. Tage Thompson. And on a roll of Bobby McMahon. Instinctive. Congrats to Ottawa on our Young Gun, followed by a canvas Young Gun. Congrats there to that's Columbus, I believe, right? Yeah, Columbus. Congrats to Columbus. That's pretty sweet. A bonus Young Gun. And an Ottawa Young Gun. I don't know if you've been following the games that happened recently where Kachuk lost his mind because Buddy decided to put the puck in the empty net. Oh, sweet karma for those Leaf fans that were watching. That's weird. Upside down. We got our Dazzler, Kachuk, Matthews Ecliptic, and Zach Benson Young Gun. That's a good one to get. Congrats to Buffalo. He's going to be really good. I keep saying that every time we pull him. Probably sick of me saying it, but I do think he's going to be a really good talent in the NHL. So that's I think a really nice young gun. Congrats again to Buffalo. I'm not sure if the clear cut young gun counts as one of the young guns. I know the canvas does not. Guess we'll find out pretty soon. Monster Season McDavid. Instinctive. And Honor Roll. 3 packs left in this box. Player character and young gun here. Congrats to Montreal. Followed by a canvas. We have 2 packs left. And I'm not sure if that clear cut counts as a young gun. If it does, then we're at our 6. Doesn't, may have one more. I see an outburst coming. Oh, we did get another young gun in here. So congrats to the Wild. And an outburst of Buffalo. Congrats to Buffalo. Buffalo not bad in that box with a young gun and then a silver outburst. Got one more pack to go. Instinctive. Deep Roots. And a portrait of Peltier. So interestingly enough, that's 2 boxes that I pulled this young gun, Mason, who allegedly, in the box where you pull this young gun, you can pull a Bedard, or they typically go together hand in hand. And that's 2 in a row now, 2 boxes that I've opened with this young gun without the Bedard. So that theory is bust. Although it may happen, it's bust as a must or an absolute, unfortunately. So what do we get in this box? We got a Minnesota Wild, Montreal, Boston. We have Chicago, which we will randomize at the very end. I'll just set that up there so I don't forget. We got a Buffalo Young Gun, Ottawa. Got a deluxe from Philly here. Have a canvas young gun for Columbus and a Buffalo outburst along with our Columbus clear cut young gun there at the back. So not a bad box whatsoever. Just give me 1 second here, guys. I'm just going to go turn off the overhead lights so that everything shows up just a little bit better, less shadows. All right, back at her. So we've got 1 box of Series 2 and 1 box of Game Used. I think I'm going to save the Game Used right to the very end. It's got some pretty unique and nice cards in there. Not that there's not some good cards in Series 2, but at $350, including tax Canadian, certainly a premium product. So we'll save this one right to the very end. We'll dive into our last box of Series 2. And again, good luck to everybody here. Actually, before I dive into this, I'm not sure if you're aware, but this Saturday, April 13th, is Upper Deck National Hockey Card Day. And at the majority of hobby shops that do carry hockey cards, or at least have a good portion of hockey cards, you can actually go into the shop and they will be giving away free packs of cards. There's I think a 30 card set you can get from this National Hockey Day set that Upper Deck releases, and I am told that Bedard is in that set. So if you weren't planning on it, I would highly recommend going out to your local hobby shop this Saturday. You may want to get there early. I don't know how much stock they have and whether or not they're going to run out. So you may want to get to your local hobby shop relatively early this Saturday, get yourself a free pack, and it's not at every single store. So you may want to also contact them to see if they are participating in it or if they will have stock. And if there's more than one hobby shop in your area, you can certainly buzz around to each of the different hobby shops and get a pack from each one. And I think there's also another, it might be a single card that they're offering as well. I heard something about that. And I know the packs for sure, but I heard something about a single card that may come in a pack of its own. I don't know all the details on that one. If I do find it out, I'll certainly put it on the Facebook page. I'm going to research that a little bit more. But that should be interesting to see what comes out of those. I like that it's free. I just talked about how it's out of reach for youngsters to get a Connor Bedard card. Financially, anyway, it's not impossible, but it's certainly very challenging. At I think these are now up to $35 a pack, which is absolute insanity. I don't know too many, younger kids, 8, 10, 12-year-olds or whatever, that can afford $35 a pack. And I just heard from one hobby shop I was at recently, chatting with them about Series 2, and apparently there wasn't a second shipment that went out, and now the distributors have reached out and said that the price has gone up, and potentially could be as high as $400 their cost for a box. So I don't know what that means in terms of retail. I'd have to think at least, the $425 to $450 range. They got to make some money somewhere, and it's not a lot on a box at that kind of margin, but that's insane. So I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I heard at a hobby shop. I was just out in Halifax, actually, talking to a few different shops I'd stopped in it, and that was the word on the street. All right, into our third and final box of Series 2. Then after that, we've got our SP Game Used coming up. Our base cards here. Director boards. Deep Roots. And a Superstar Honor Roll. Also, if you're into the more premium cards, Black Diamond is releasing on Wednesday. So this coming Wednesday, Black Diamond will be out. I think we're probably looking at about $450 a box plus tax. I don't know for certain because, of course, they're not out yet, but that's what I am predicting. Ooh, we got a Pink Dazzler. A nice one. Congrats to Islanders. Instinctive. And our first Young Gun going out to Columbus. Congrats to Columbus. Yeah, so Black Diamond coming out. I can't remember how many cards are in a box. I think it's 8. Don't quote me on that. I think it's 8 cards. Possibly 6. No, I think it's 8 in a Black Diamond box. So 8 cards for, I'm going to guess with tax, that's going to be what, $525, $30. It is a higher end product, always has been, but this has certainly got the Bedard effect. It's higher than normal. I think last year they were about 350-ish, 400, 350, I think it was. Deep Roots. So there's the regular version, and we had the, I'm going to set that aside because we have the purple parallel that we pulled in an earlier box of that same Deep Roots card. Let's say that was just over here. There it is. There's the purple, and there's the regular. So congrats to Detroit. I guess you're going to have both variations. Monster Season. Instinctive. And an honor roll. Oh, you know what I haven't tried? And I don't know if it's going to work on this one. I think it should. If you put an emote into the chat, it should scroll across the screen or float through the screen. If someone wants to try that, some sort of an emote, smiley face, something like that. There's all sorts of them you can choose from there in the chat options. Just click to the right of the chat box. There's a little smiley face there, and that'll put up a whole bunch of different emotes. Kind of a fun thing to do as we're scrolling through. Oh, saw Craig put a thumb. Did it actually work? Did it? I don't know if you guys saw that or not. I didn't. I'm paying attention to the cards. All right, we got a Minchkov. That's a nice young gun. Congrats to Anaheim. Followed by a canvas, Tage Thompson. I think that's our second Tage Thompson canvas for tonight. But Minchkov is certainly a good young gun to get. Playing quite well. Are the emotes working? Is it actually floating? It's a plugin I was trying out. Okay, got a Sparkle Ecliptic. Another canvas here, another Bo Horvat. That's the second canvas Bo Horvat for tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Liking all the different emotes. In fact, why don't we do that? That'll be our code word. Forget the word. It'll be an emote. Choose an emote. Put it into chat. If you got an emote in chat, you'll be entered into a spot for or entered into a draw for a free spot in the next break coming up on April 25th. So any emote you like, you'll be entered into the draw. Instinctive. Ooh, is this another clear cut? That's kind of a cool one. It's a clear cut, but because of the crowd in the background, it's not as clear as the others that you would see. So congrats to the Rangers. That's a clear cut in every single box so far for tonight anyway. Not a clear cut young gun, just a regular, but still a clear cut. We got a Silver Outburst coming up. And a young gun. Another one here. Duplicate. It's like this whole box is almost a duplicate. Connor Zary, Silver Outburst, young gun. That's awesome. Congrats to Calgary. That's a sweet looking card. Nice. We did get his regular young gun tonight too. So Calgary doubling up, getting the Silver Outburst and the regular. Boston doubling up on Mason here. So this is the second box tonight with him in it. And we'll see how this whole theory goes. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 packs left. 1, 2, 3 young guns so far. So there's 3 young guns and 4 packs coming up. Oh, we got a Calgary fan, Casey, in the group. Might have to fight off. I'm not sure who it is that has the Calgary Flames tonight. Pop up the team list again. Oh, you did see the emoji floating across the screen. Cool. So it is working. Here I thought the thing was broken. Who's got Calgary? Can't see that. Glenn P. So Glenn P and Casey might want to reach out. Casey sounds desperate for some Calgary. Might be able to make a deal. All right, we got a Dazzler, Ecliptic, and Young Gun for LA, and that's a nice one to get as well. Lafreniere. Congrats to LA. Ferrier. All right, 3 packs to go. How you doing, Jeff? Thanks for joining us. May have missed it a little bit earlier, Jeff, but no code word tonight. Just putting an emote. Put an emote into chat, and you'll be entered into a draw for a spot in the next break on the 25th of April. We got a Sparkle PC of Nathan McKinnon. An Upper Deck Canvas. Petrolangelo. And a Superstar Honor Roll. 2 packs left. I think 1 Young Gun left. Unless this, I don't think the Outburst count as Young Gun, but I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 2 Young Guns left. Yeah, possibly 2. So we got our base, Cliptic, Deep Roots, and a Pittsburgh Young Gun. Congrats, Pittsburgh. I feel like we had that Young Gun in an earlier box as well. Last pack of Series 2 for tonight. And I think potential for a Young Gun in there because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Young Guns. The Outburst I don't think counts as a hit, or a Young Gun, sorry, it counts as a hit obviously, but I don't think it counts as a Young Gun in the box. Pasternak. Jackson Lacombe, Young Gun, so we got another Young Gun in there, and a canvas of Seguin. That sleeved up, so anybody that tells you that pulling Mason here means that you're getting a Bedard, just not the case. That's 3 different boxes now that I've seen that happen. No Bedard. That theory is bunk. So I've heard it repeated several times on YouTube. I've seen it several times on YouTube where it actually is the case, but it is definitely not a solid way to determine. So what do we get here? We got an LA Young Gun. We got a Columbus, Anaheim, Pittsburgh, Boston, another Anaheim, a sweet silver Outburst for Calgary. Put that on a stand. That's a nice one. And then we ended up with a clear cut here for New York. Set those aside as our premium hits for the night. We'll dive into our SP Game Use. So for those that are new to SP Game Use, this is a little bit more premium product. This is, of course, the new 23-24 just released 2 weeks ago. Get 1 pack in a box, 6 cards. So there are 6 cards in a box. 4 hits are guaranteed. Could be an autograph, memorabilia, or a tech card on average. Of course, it's in the fine print there on average. Probably can't see all of the odds and whatnot here, but definitely a premium product coming in at roughly about $300 Canadian now plus tax. Some hobby stores are still at $289. Most of them are now at $299 or more. Some really nice cards can come out of these. Hopefully, we'll score some of those. We had some really nice cards last week during the break. We had a Hall of Fame patch, and we had a Bedard card from last week as well. There's not really a effective way for me to slow roll the cards on camera. Normally you'd take them off camera and slow roll one at a time so you can kind of get that dramatic effect. But I don't want anyone to think there's any sort of funny business, so I try to always keep the packs and cards on camera. All right. What do we have here? So we're just going to go right from the start here. An authentic rookie. Congrats to Buffalo. It's numbered card, 111 of 224. It's an authentic rookie. And right in behind that, what do we got? Oh, we got Cale Makar. Oh, look at that. Cale Makar banner card. That's pretty sweet. So this is from the 2017 NHL draft. So this would have been one of the banners that was hanging in the draft day facility. So that's part of the banner from Cale Makar. Sweet pull there for the Avalanche. And in behind that, we have a Connor McDavid. Sweet pull there. This is 43 of 97. Congrats to Edmonton. That's a sweet. Look at that. I'm going to flip these over and we'll look at the backs of them in just a moment. I don't want to ruin the dramatic effect for each of the cards here we're about to pull. Another authentic rookie of, oh, and it's an auto rookie of Erickson. Congrats to Anaheim. Don't see a number on the front of that card. There might be on the, I don't think there is on the back. Another authentic rookie of Wyatt Kaiser. So this is a Chicago card. This is a patch card as well. Certainly be putting that into the randomizer. So stay tuned for that because everybody that is participating in the break tonight has a shot at any Chicago cards. We'll definitely randomize those. And our last card, looks like it's there we go. Sebastian Aho, another Fabrics card. The Hurricanes, so congrats to the Hurricanes. It's from the Stadium Series. And so if we flip these over, this one says, is it game worn? Doesn't say game worn. It says it was used at the 2023 NHL Stadium Series. And so that's a pretty cool card. Go back to this Chicago. Kaiser. This one is worn. So this is worn by the featured player, but not necessarily game worn. Pretty small patch, actually. Patch nonetheless. We have our authentic rookies here with the auto. It is a sticker auto. It's an auto. It is a blue parallel because the authentic rookies are red this year. So this is a blue parallel. So you notice there's the red. So it's also a blue parallel. We got the McDavid, numbered 43 of 97. And not numbered or anything. Then we have the Makar banner. And I'll tell you here that this was a decorative banner at the draft day, 2017 draft. And then our authentic rookie, numbered here 111 to 224. Some nice looking cards there. I'm going to get these all sleeved up. And then we will do our randomization for tonight. We have 2 Chicago cards that I know of. I'm just going to go back through the Series 2 stuff here and make sure that I did not overlook any Chicago inserts. I don't think that I did. I want to double check. These all look like they're about 100 point. Yep. Okay, so there's our authentic rookie to Buffalo. Our banner here. That's going out to Avalanche, Cale Makar. David. Anaheim auto. Chicago authentic rookie patch. And our Sebastian Aho. And that fabric actually looks pretty cool. I don't know if it shows on camera, but it's got some neat color and texture to it. It's not just a plain color. Like the Chicago one's just all one color patch. Okay, so just real quick, I'm going to run through all of these. So I can do that on camera. Just make sure I did not overlook any Chicago cards here. If you see any as I'm scrolling that I might pass by, please let me know. No, Pelche is not. That's Calgary. Oh, so we have two Chicago cards tonight. We got a Young Gun of Luke Phillip, and then we have our Authentic Rookie of Wyatt Kaiser. So this will be the two cards that we'll randomize. I would say we'll put the Authentic Rookie patch as our first place. I'll stand those up. That'll be for our first spot, and the Luke Phillip will be our second spot. So the way this will work, I'm just going to go back to our randomizer, and I will press the button one more time. So it'll currently say 3 times because we did 3 at the very beginning. After I press it, it'll say 4. And the person at the top of the list will get the Wyatt Kaiser. The person in the second position will get the Luke Phillip. Okay, so everyone can see here it says 3 times. I'm going to click that again button one more time, and then that will determine who gets our 2 randomized Chicago cards. So we have Rich B getting the Authentic Rookies Wyatt Kaiser, and we have Josh D getting the Luke Phillip Young Gun. Congrats to both of you. Thank you, everyone, for tonight's break. Next break will be coming up. Let me just put that up on